Hamilton. Here's his post-race interview.
We got some great points as a team. George got third, which is amazing. I went forwards, which is always the hope, is that you could at least go forwards 1 foot in front of the other. So I'm really grateful to have come from seventh to fifth. Strategy just didn't really work out for me. Setup was a bit off. I think if I had the setup that George had, I would have been in a better position. But yeah, there's lots to work on, but there are positives to take away from it.
How much say do you have in that in terms of the setup and the strategy calls?
On the setup, yeah, we work on that. It's just there was like a 50-50 choice. I chose one way, he chose another, and more often than not, the way he went was the wrong one, but it just happened to work. So I could only match his pace rather than be quicker this weekend. But I'll work hard to make sure that we're in a better place next time.
Thank you.
Yo, he's just it seems like they're just giving George a little bit more resources than him, at this
Yeah,
point.
I told you.
Yeah.
Like, look, I mean, that he's so much has said it, dude.
Mhm.
He so much has said it. He's just like, wow, if I had the car that George had.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's
I
just,
know that 10-second penalty.
and here we go. We got Fernando Alonso, his post-race interview.
I know that 10-second penalty probably hurt.
By the way, this is your favorite racer.
I know that 10-second penalty probably hurts now, but the car was there on the podium on pace.
Yeah, it was good, and it doesn't hurt much, to be honest. I was in the podium. I did the pictures. I took the trophy. I celebrate with the champagne, and yeah, now I have apparently 3 points less. I don't have 15, I have 12. But I think it's more a FIA poor show today, more than disappointment from ourselves. You cannot apply a penalty 35 laps after the pit stop. They had enough time to really inform about the penalty, because even if I knew that, maybe I opened 11 seconds to the car behind. So yeah, today we didn't put a good show, I think, for our fans.
I know when they told you had to make a 5-second gap, you did, and you managed to get 5.1 seconds ahead of George. So do you think you had the extra in the car then to keep ahead of the Mercedes if it happened?
Yeah. No one told me this 5 seconds. They told me just 5 seconds in the first stint, and I opened 7 or 8. And then in the second, there was no information at all, not even investigated. So yeah, I know the team is trying to review the thing with the stewards right now, because we didn't understand fully the second penalty. But as I said, I mean, I care, but I don't care that much, because I celebrate, and now I have 3 points less. Okay, let's try to recover in Australia.
Positives going forward, though. This car's been quick around 2 different circuits. It looks like the team are on a great trajectory. It's just a shame that Lance had to DNF today as well. What's the feeling like in the team? It's kind of, I guess.
Oh, darn.
Today,
yeah, sure. I mean, amazing because.
No, it was a shame Lance had a DNF, and I'm like, it's Lance Stroll. Darn.
Hey, he was running pretty decent. It's just his motor gave out on him.
We had some concerns about Jeddah after being very strong in Bahrain. We didn't know in Jeddah. Probably or arguably here we were faster than Bahrain in race pace. We could control quite easily the Ferraris. We could control the Mercedes. And yeah, I think, I don't know. I don't want to be too optimistic, but it looks good for the future.
Did you know Max passed you on lap 25 for P2? Your prediction yesterday came true.
Yeah, probably. I mean, he was lucky a little bit with the safety car, because everything regroups when the safety car comes. I think he was 15 seconds behind me, so he will maybe pass me in lap 35. But it was a little bit earlier than that, thanks to the safety car.
Well done, Stay. Thank you.
Interesting. So, I mean,
so he got his points back.
Yeah, so they gave him his points back. I just feel like that's kind of lame, though, how they're doing that, man. Like, I feel like they need to, if they're going to make a decision, they need to stick with it, because now they're just picking and choosing who they're going to go back and correct their mistakes for,
Yeah.
Not to say that the notion's not right. It's not morally right, but it's just like, y'all should have been doing that. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, I mean, I think really it's become a trend with Formula One, and that's what it kind of. I don't know, man. As much as it kind of makes me curious to watch it and follow it, at the same time, it's like we've seen a lot of funny crap with Formula One over the last couple seasons, and so now it's like all these kind of like these questionable calls in terms of like rules and penalties and stuff. Like just if
Mhm.
you go back in the day in the Formula One, you never you didn't have it. They didn't call the sport like this, man. It was
Yeah.
like the stewards were super firm,
Mhm.
right? They were super firm on stuff, man. It was like if you violated, that was it.
Yeah.
Penalty. No
Yeah.
ifs, ands, no buts. We're not reversing nothing, right?
Mhm.
So it's kind of like this new sort of uh this new way that they steward, the series, man. It's like, yeah,